Now that the fact checkers got a hold of
You're
it.
screwed, bro. This whole podcast is gonna become
Fact check.
It's gonna become fact checked, and nobody's gonna watch this anymore after this. That's not even.
God, you know what? Let's not cover stuff where our
Okay, can I want to talk to you.
followers can't
I want
see
to
it.
talk to you about teachers. Okay.
all right.
Can I show you something? Can I show you a teacher?
Yeah.
A teacher with a child in their car. Check this out, John.
A teacher with a child in their car.
Hold on. Let me close this link that doesn't work. Hold on. You ready for this?
You're a murderer.
Yeah.
You know why I'm being harassed today? Because I was going under the speed limit. I was going at 38.
Yes, you are, ma'am. Good morning.
And the speed limit is 40, and I was going 38. So why are you harassing me?
You are correct. I pulled you over
Because
because
you're a murderer.
because
yes, I started to record because
you can't
you're a murderer.
you can't be on your cell
I
phone
wasn't
while you're
on
driving.
my phone. I was recording you because you scared me.
You can't use your cell
I
phone
can
while you're
record
recording.
you.
May I have your driver's license?
It's at my apartment.
What's your apartment?
It's at my home.
Not where it's
Taking
supposed
my
to be.
son to his
Do you have
therapy.
Do you have your driver's license?
I mistakenly left it at home.
Do you have a picture of your driver's license?
Yes, I do.
May I have it?
And can you call your supervisor, please?
I
Because
already did. He's on his way.
good, because you're a murderer.
Okay.
Because you're a murderer.
Yeah.
And so you're giving me a cell phone ticket? Is that why you're harassing me?
Not harassment.
Yeah.
I am enforcing the law.
I
ma'am.
have a right to record the police when they're harassing me.
By all means, but you can't do it while you're driving.
I wasn't texting or none of that.
Do you have
And
that
you
picture?
scared me and made me think you were going to murder me.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry you feel that way.
Well,
Scared me
that's
and
not
made
just
you
a
me
feeling,
think you're
a
gonna murder me.
Okay. Can you zoom in on that for me?
Wow. So this is
And I'm
it. You just have to say, hey, you're gonna murder me, and
I'm a teacher.
She's a
So
teacher. She
Congratulations.
Just said she's a teacher, and the guy says
You're a
congratulations.
murderer.
What's your last name? I can't see that there.
Well,
If
here you
stop,
go,
stop
murderer.
shaking.
great.
Check
You
this
got
out.
a
Listen
great.
to
You got a 12
Zoom in
grade
on that for
No,
me,
education.
huh?
because you're scaring me.
Oh,
You're threatening to kill me and my son. Can you give me
Okay.
What?
Well,
iPad,
I'll
please?
tell you what. You keep smiling.
Yeah,
You're on camera.
You're trying to threaten to kill me.
I
I'm not
didn't say that.
smiling. You're the one who's
Hold
crazy.
that still. I can't see that. Is this your car?
Yes, it is. And you're trying to say I stole my own car.
You're trying to say I stole my
Yeah.
own
Is that
car.
what
I don't
that's
think so.
about?
Think
You wait
Joe's
for me
gonna
right
hang
here,
out
okay?
You're jealous.
I just really quick. You really listen to what she tells this police officer as she goes away. Okay.
Where is
she's
this?
she's a teacher. So
Where is this?
I don't. She. It's
So this
Shara-
is the shining example.
It's-
This is a shining example of a model citizen and how they should react when a police officer or any law enforcement officer conducts a routine stop.
Right. We'll get into this in just. We've only got like 10 more seconds of this clip, but really focus on what's going on. We know right now. We know that she's a teacher. She's been pulled over, right? And
She already called the officer a murderer.
Yeah. So
for trying to issue a citation. Okay.
So obviously we know that her political leanings are going to be not on the right. So okay. Anyways, so here, check this out. What I'm trying to say is, I think most certainly believe that she's a leftist, right? Leftists who are all for brown people, black people. Listen to this lady, and she's a teacher. So obviously she is a leftist.
Is your signature. He's only citing you for using your cell phone while you're driving. That's it.
Here you go, ma'am. Sign inside the red box right
For
there.
him being a Mexican racist. What is that name? Gasso.
It's on the citation, ma'am.
Here you go, Mexican racist. You're always going to be a Mexican. You'll never be white. You know that, right? You'll never be white. This is what you really want to be.
There
You
you
want
go,
to be
dear.
white.
I don't know. I kind of like this lady now. I don't know, Jim.
You don't know Mexican?
I don't know, Jim.
You're Mexican.
I don't know Mexican, Jim. You know you're always gonna be a Mexican, right,
I
Jim?
know I'm always going to be a Mexican.
You're never gonna be white, Jim.
I know.
Not like me.
Hey, you know what? That's no, not like her, but that's where she's technically wrong. All right. Fun fact, folks. There's a reason why Mexicans and Hispanics.
What kind of sick puppy does this?
There's a reason Mexicans and Hispanics actually, and when the census form and any kind of like demographic form, we're technically white in the eyes of the American government.
You guys are white, and there's. You know what's interesting? When you check there's certain things.
The
There's certain,
demographics.
there's certain demographic boxes in the government forms that you check that says white, and then there's white Hispanic and white non-Hispanic.
right? So
but
technically-
it's still white.
Yeah. But you know why that is because there was a Mexican American back in the 50s or 60s, I forget exactly when, and he's like, "Hey, Mexicans have been here in America. They're doing American things. We're white, right?" So he fought for it, and the government said, like, yeah, technically, I guess this guy's right.
I guess.
This guy's right. So technically, that lady is freaking wrong. But she's a leftist, so it's okay.
Egg on your face.
So it's okay for
Mexican
her to be
racist. Racist.
It's okay for her.
When
to be
is
a
it? When is
racist.
it okay for just like cops to just slap the shit out of a dumb bitch? Like when is that okay? When is that
it's
going to be
not
okay?
It's because we expect the best of cops, obviously.
That's true, but
Yeah.
like imagine you do like 10 stops like this a day, with just where you just run into these dumb broads that are just talking nonsense. It's absolute nonsense. Like how disrespectful, you know? How disrespectful. Okay, you don't want to get a ticket? Fine. You know what? Just tell the guy, F you, write me the ticket already then, you
Yeah.
asshole, or whatever. But calling the guy a Mexican racist, calling him a murderer,
Well,
saying that, you know, you're trying to murder me and my son. Like, shut the fuck up.
Well, I brought
like,
this.
it's disgusting, Jim.
I brought this up only
It's
because
so annoying. You don't find this annoying? Like, you're Mexican? You don't find this annoying? I'm serious. You
You
don't
know,
find this to be, like, very annoying?
You know what it is? What I find annoying about this is, gosh, I forgot. I already forgot. Damn
The
it.
fact that she said you're a Mexican racist, don't you want to just slap the
there it
shit
is.
out of
Yeah,
her
yeah,
stupid
okay.
face?
Here's the thing,
And
no,
just be
you-
like,
you know-
what are you talking about, broad?
Well, that's the thing. Like, if you're leftist or Democrat, they let you do this kind of thing. She probably feels emboldened by the fact that she got to vote blue no matter who.
You know when they
She
say
voted for Joe Biden, bro.
oh clearly, but do you know like when they say stuff like punch a Nazi?
Yeah.
Stuff like that? How
Yeah.
about slap a dumb bitch? Like when can we just start slapping a dumb bitch for saying retarded things? It's so stupid, Jim.
We
I'm
just
not
wanna let the
condoning
folks at home
violence.
know that
I'm not
this
condoning
Gaslit
violence.
podcast and Popeyes does not condone violence in any way or form, especially not at 9 a.m.
Thanks, Jim.
And they also have delicious lemonade. Just throwing that out there. Yeah, you're right. I
It's
understand.
just
it.
no, but you know what
But
I'm
you know-
saying?
but you know what's-
Obviously, I'm not saying you should go slap a stupid broad, but like, come on.
We
you
should all be
know?
thinking it at least.
You know everybody is thinking that shit. Come on.
Here's
When
my-
does like as soon as she started talking, you're like thinking, "Are you kidding me, lady? Like, you're gonna call the guy a murderer for trying to pull you over and give you a ticket?"
Yeah, because here's my thing, right? This is kind of a twofold conversation I kind of want to have. She said something that was important in there. She said she's a teacher.
Yes. So what are they teaching in schools? Like, imagine that's her,
Yeah.
right? This is how she views the world. So what is she teaching our children to view the
Yeah.
world as?
Right, and usually
Through the lens of
when you're in
race.
when you're in a classroom environment, it's to teach children and to encourage children to
be open-minded.
open-minded,
Correct.
to what's the other word? To be inquisitive,
Sure.
right? And it should be a safe space for ideas, right? Right or wrong. That's not
Correct. That's
like,
not
that's-
the point.
That's
the
not
point
the point.
is
The idea
point
is we're having these
to have
conversations.
discourse so that we can find a common ground, right?
So if that lady's having an officer come up and tell him that you're murdering, and she has her son in the back, and she has the audacity to say that I'm a teacher, what do you think she's doing in the classroom
Oh yeah.
to children who have ideas of
Brainwashing them.
My dad's a cop. Oh yeah, is
Brainwashing
he a
them.
Mexican racist?
Yeah.
Is he a Mexican?
Is he a
rapist?
murderer? Is he a murderer?
I assume
Because
some of
you
them
know
are good.
all cops are murderers. You know that?
I assume some are good.
Sick bastard.
Yeah, but she voted
like,
blue.
She's
so
such a
she's
sick.
good.
She's
She's
like
good.
But a sick broad like that, she should lose her teaching credential. I say lose her teaching credential.
You know what's gonna happen to her, right?
She should lose her teaching credential.
Well, she's gonna lose her teaching credential,
and
but
then she's gonna be
she'll-
the head of the freaking.
community college department because
Correct.
check this out, John.
You brought
check this
up
out.
the police in your speech a few times. So what is your main concern? Since, I mean,
About-
honestly, the whole reason police, it is systemic. The issue is systemic because the whole reason we have police departments in the first place, where did it stem from? What's our history? Going back to what Jeremy was talking about, what does it stem from? It stems from people in the South wanting to capture runaway slaves.
That's
Maybe
where
they shouldn't be
police stem
heroes.
from.
Maybe they don't belong on a kid's show. So I disagree with what Jeremy said about it because I think cops are heroes and they have to have a difficult job, but we have to have that
All of
fine
them?
life. I'd say a
probably
good
the lady that
majority
got
of
pulled
them
over,
have
bro.
bad people in every business and every
Yeah,
art.
Yet
Well, wait,
a
wait,
lot
wait,
of
wait,
police
wait.
officers have committed atrocious crimes and have gotten away with it and have never been convicted of any of it. And I say this as a person who has family members who are police officers.
Yes, I understand. And this is what I believe. This is my opinion. And this is, not popular to say, but I do support our police, and we have bad people. And the people that do bad things should be brought to justice. I agree with that. But I think that... say it.
They haven't.
No, I agree with you on that point of they should, right?
Okay, so what is your bottom line point? You're saying police officers should be revered, viewed as heroes? They belong on TV shows with children?
I think they are heroes in a sense because they come to your need and they come and help you, and they have a problem just like every other business, but we should fix that. But I think they're heroes. Well, they're
I think that's the problem. It's looking at it as a business because they're actually supposed to protect and serve.
Wow.
There's a whole like.
Yeah, she's gonna be on the board over here wherever this chick's teaching.
She got promotion. She's actually I go to a local community college. She's in the next community collge over.
This is local.
Yeah, this is local. Yeah, in Cypress.
No way.
Cypress Community College.
Really? You should transfer.
Shout out to
you should transfer.
Popeyes for when you're feeling hungover at 9 a.m. I will transfer.
Are we getting sponsored by them like low key and you're not telling me anything?
Every time I drop Popeyes. No, I don't know. It's here. We're like loaded on Popeyes today. Anyways,
can we get a coffee sponsor? Anybody?
Yeah, no, we can't afford. Well,
can somebody send us like 12-pack of Keurig or something? I don't care. Whatever.
Tomorrow. Yeah, because here's the thing, John. It's crazy. I think we'll cover this later. Obviously, we're gonna have to. I'll get the information and the compilations of teachers who are freaking psychotic. So
like this lady?
Yeah, so like this lady. She's
like Cypress. How do we transfer to Cypress College? I want to take her class just so whenever she gets to me, I could just blow her mind. Like,
okay.
Just go. She can just have one of those meltdowns,
Yeah.
where she's screaming into the thing. It's like we can't hear you at this point at like the pitch.
Yeah.
It's like a dog whistle. Like it doesn't.
I see. Yeah. Here's the thing, though. Again, I'll get the compilation. We'll have this topic of conversation for the next podcast.
This is crazy.
Obviously. But these are the people. So this lady shut down conversation for a universe. So the kids were debating. They're not the kids, but these older, young adults were debating.
They're young adults.
And she's shutting down conversation and being incredibly condescending. Somebody had the veracity to go ahead and be like, I'm going to freaking record this and show this lady how awful she is, right? Could you imagine how many school children are out there who have these positive images or like respectful images of authority, law enforcement, patriotism, and you have psychos like this saying, hey, you know that the only reason police were created was to kill Mexicans?
Okay, Jimmy, I've grown up in a really bad neighborhood, and I've had more negative interactions with police officers than most people, period. Than most people, okay? I've been harassed by police officers in ways like you can't imagine. So if anybody should have a problem with police, it's people who grow up in the inner city because, like, we know what it's like to feel that, what she's talking about, she hasn't felt. Okay. She's just talking off of anecdotal things that she's heard or seen in the news. What she's referring to, she has never felt on her own skin.
Yeah.
And for her to talk that way, but that being said, I have the utmost respect for police. You know why? Because at the end of the day, if God forbid I'm not able to get there for my kids, for my wife, for my family, I like literally the most important things in my life depend on those people arriving to help them, right? So how can you discount the work that they do because there's a few bad apples in the barrel,
Yeah.
It's
Well, it's funny that you would ask that question because considering the fact that the teacher is like shutting down everything, the student actually has the ability to ask her that. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. Hold on, give me 1 second, John. Hold on, John. I apologize for Cypress Hill, Cypress.
And you're
Hill.
looking for what?
Oh, here it is. Okay, here it is.
Great.
Okay, I think it is.
Say it again.
They haven't.
Well, I agree with you on that point of they should, right?
Okay, so what is your
And-
bottom line point? You're saying police officers should be revered, viewed as heroes. They
I
belong
think
on
it's-
TV
Yes.
shows with children.
Yes.
That
I think they
children
are
want?
heroes in a sense because they come to your need and they come and help you and they have a problem just like every other business, but we should fix that. But
It's not
I think they're
business.
heroes. Well, they're
I think
a
that's the
program.
problem. It's looking at it as a business because they're actually supposed to protect and serve the people.
They
not
do
kill
protect
them.
us. Who do we call when we're in trouble and someone has a knife or a gun? We
I wouldn't call the police.
Why wouldn't you call the
I
police?
wouldn't call the police.
I don't trust them. My life's in
Check this
more
out.
Who would
danger
you
this out.
call?
in their prison.
Who would you call?
Professor, who would you call?
I wouldn't call anybody.
Well, would you have if
I'm gonna
someone
protect my
intruded your
phone and
house with a gun? What would you have a gun on you or
No.
who would you call?
It's my time to go.
What?
Conversation's
Okay.
done.
Okay?
Well,
I'm not
that's
going
fine.
to
If
reach
someone
out
already in
to
your house with a gun, there's not much you can do.
Screw that guy.
Calling the police is kind of just.
Who's this guy?
And I
guy
know
was the
that
one
it's
that
not
was debating
popular
this
for me
kid
to
right
say
here.
that to you guys and people in here, but that's what I believe about the police.
Okay,
And,
thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you
Thank you
guys
very much.
for
Oh, you're
listening
making
to
sense
me.
now. Oh, it's time to close the conversation.
It's done.
Hold
It's
on, hold on,
over.
hold on. You made sense. Wait a minute. If somebody invades your home, what would you do, Professor? I wouldn't call anybody. So you're telling me a person comes in your house with a knife or a gun, and you would call nobody?
Class is
Okay, it's
over.
time to go. Class is over.
over.
Class is dismissed.
Everybody go
Okay,
home.
this guy's making sense.
Okay. Anyways.
What?
Yeah. Here's the thing.
And you know, they're such lying sacks of shit. I'm sorry, you liberal fucks, but you guys are the biggest lying pieces of shit. When you guys all complain and bitch and moan and whine, as soon as the shit goes down in your neighborhood, the first call you make is 911. You fucking lying sacks of shit. So go fuck yourself, yeah, with the I wouldn't call the cops and I wouldn't do this and that. You might not give info to the cops. That's different. But trust me, you need the cops to show up just to fucking just to de-escalate some situations in most cases. I'm not saying everyone goes and rats and says, well, I saw who did what to who.
Yeah.
But if the cops don't come, you're not going to have communities for very much longer. Believe me.
Yeah.
Believe me, especially in like some areas in Los Angeles, some areas in Chicago, New York. Cops don't show up. Good luck. Good luck, my friends.
Yeah.
We'll see that coming down in a burning pile of shit.
First, you call the cops, and second, you call
Kamala
Popeyes.
Harris.
Oh. The hell? No, Papa. We were supposed to do this together. We could have got $20. Popeyes.
Are we really getting sponsored? You didn't tell
I'm
me.
working.
anything.
I'm working really hard on this. If we don't keep saying Popeyes over and over again. Anyways,
Things you might not know. Joe Biden's favorite place to eat is Popeye's
Popeyes.
chicken. Because Kamala told him so.
Run.